Welcome dear students. Today we'll take some examples related to intervals because intervals as subsets of set of real numbers we have already seen. So let's start with the examples. Write the following subsets of R as intervals. These all four subsets are given and also find the length of each interval. Students, here one new concept will learn, that is the how to find the length of the given interval. Now one by one we'll solve this. First one, set of x where x belongs to set of real number such that -4 strictly less than x less equal to 6. Yesterday we have already learned that when strictly less than is there, that time will not include that point, and when less equal is there, that time will include this point, that is 6. Okay, so the interval will be, when we are not including the end point, that time it will be open, and from another side if we are including the point, then it will be closed. So this interval is equal to set of x such that x belongs to R -4 less than x less equal to 6 is equal to open bracket -4 close 6. This is the semi-open interval. Yesterday we have learned this. Okay, now how to find the length of the interval? See student, when your interval is a comma b, open interval, close interval a comma b, semi-close interval and semi-open interval. If any of this interval will be there, to find the length for this interval, formula for this all interval is same. That is, length of any of the interval is equal to b minus a, because before defining the interval we are taking this a is strictly less than b. That's why the length for this interval is b minus a. Okay, so what will be the length for this interval then? It is 6 minus 4, that is 6 plus 4, that is equals to 10. So the length for this interval is equal to 10. We have written this interval open bracket -4 to closed 6, that is a semi-open interval, and the length of interval -4 open -4 to close 6 is equal to 10. Understood? See student, length means what? What is the distance in between these points? For example, suppose on a real number line 1, 2, 3 and this one 4. Suppose we are having interval 1, 4. The length for 1, 4 is, what is the distance in between these 2 points? That is 1, 2, 3. Obviously we can write this as a 4 minus 1, that is equal to 3. Understood? We have learned this in standard 7th or 8th. You can we have learned this in standard 6th or 7th, because when we are jumping on the next number, what is the distance covered by this point? So it will be 1 to 2, that is 1, 2 and 3. So the distance in between 1 and 4, point 1 and 4 is 3. Understood? So we'll take the second example. Second one, set of x such that x belongs to R -12 strictly less than x strictly less than -10. So this interval set of x such that x belongs to R -12 strictly less than x strictly less than -10. Okay, so if we draw this on a real number line, strictly less than is given, so will not include the end points, that is -12 and -10. Only these points we will consider. Understood? So this set is nothing but open interval minus 12 to minus 10. Understood? Now to find the length for this interval, length of minus 12 to minus 10 is equal to, see student, from end point we are subtracting the starting point, but here it is clear the distance between them is clearly 2, but we'll solve by the formula, that is minus 10 minus minus 12, that is minus 10 plus 12, 12 minus 10 is equal to 2. So the length of this interval is 2. Understood? Now we'll take third example. In this all four examples, all intervals are covered. The third example now, set of x such that x belongs to R, 0 less equal to x strictly less than 7. Now if we draw this, we'll include the point 0 here and will not include, because strictly less than is given, so we'll not include this end point. So okay, so the interval will be close 0 to open 7. Okay, so this is equal to, this set we can write as an interval close 0 to open 7. Any doubt? Now the length for this interval, length of close 0 to open 7, or you can say this as a semi-close interval, is equals to 7 minus 0, that is equal to 7. Understood? Now we'll take fourth question. Set of x such that x from set of real numbers 3 less equal to x less equal to 4. Only this interval was remaining. So this is set of x such that x belongs to R, 3 less equal x less equal 4. Here will include both end points, that is 3 and 4, and also the points in between 3 and 4. Getting? Okay. So this interval is equal to close interval 3 comma 4, and the length for this interval, what is the length? What is the length of close interval 3 comma 4? That is equals to 4 minus 3 equal to 1. Getting? Any doubt in this all questions? If any doubt is there, please ask your doubts, clarify your doubts. After this session also you can ask your doubts. Okay? In previous example, we have written subsets of real numbers in the form of interval. Now, in this question, we'll write the interval in a set builder form. Okay. So, our question is, write the following intervals in the set builder form, and these intervals are given. So, we'll solve this one by one. First one, open bracket minus 7 to 0. Now, students, if we'll draw this interval on a real number line, it will be minus infinity to plus infinity, minus 7 to 0. I have already told you that if open brackets are there, then will not include that end points. Okay, so here open brackets are there, so this points we will not include. Only the interval will contain the points in between minus 7 to 0. So while writing the interval in a set builder form, we'll write set of x such that x belongs to R. See student, some students are writing set of x and that condition they are writing, whatever that suppose minus 3 less equal to x less equal to 4, whatever it is there. They are writing that condition, but they are forgetting to write x belongs to R. You have to write x belongs to R because that intervals are subsets of set of real numbers. So you have to take that all points from the subset of from the real numbers. Understood? You cannot write that numbers belongs to whatever the variable you are writing there, that x belongs to set of integers, because if you write the integer, it will take only integer points in between the interval. For example, suppose your interval is 1 to 7. Close open, suppose close bracket 1 to 7. So if we write that x belongs to set of integers. That time it will take only 1, 2, 3, means it will jump directly on the next numbers. The points in between the discrete points, we are calling that 1, 2, 3 as a discrete points. The numbers in between the discrete points it will not take. So please keep in mind that you have to write that variable or that number belongs to set of real numbers. Okay, so this is very important, students. Here open bracket minus 7 to 0. So will not include these points. So strictly less than will be there. So minus 7 strictly less than x less than 0. Understood? Any doubt is there? Here they have, I think, covered all 4 types of intervals. So we'll take next question. Close interval 6, 12. If we'll draw this interval on the real number line, it will be 6, 12. I have told when the closed intervals are there, we are including that endpoints. Okay. So here we'll include 6 and 12 and the points in between 6 and 12. Understood? So the interval in a set builder form is set of x such that x belongs to set of real numbers and 6 less equal to x less equal to 12. Any doubt is there? Because whenever we are representing any interval on real number line, that brackets indicates that whether the end points are included or not. Now open brackets and close brackets are, we have taken the example. Now semi-open and semi-closed brackets will take. Now in a third question, we have semi-open interval 1, 3. Semi-open means its starting bracket is open and end bracket is closed. So semi-open interval, if we'll draw this interval on a real number line, we'll get 1, 3. Open bracket is given, means will not include that point, and close bracket is there, so we'll include point 3. So the interval will contain the points in between 1 and 3 and point 3 also. So in a set builder form, our interval open bracket 1 and close 3 is set of x such that x belongs to set of real numbers 1 strictly less than x less equal to 3. Understood? Now the last question, that is semi-closed interval minus 20 to plus 5. So if we'll draw this interval on a real number line, we'll include minus 20 because closed interval is there and will not include the point 5. Understood? So when we'll write this interval in the set builder form, we have set of x such that x belongs to R and minus 20 less equal to x strictly less than 5. Okay, so in this way we have written all the intervals in set builder form. So student, in the previous question and this question, we have studied how to write the subsets of real number in the form of intervals, and in this question we have studied how to write intervals in a set builder form. Understood? Now we'll take the next question. Let set A having elements 1, 2, set 3, 4 and last 5. Which of the following statements are incorrect and why? Here 11 statements are given. So one by one we'll see these questions. Set 3, 4 is subset of A. Now we know the set A. Set A is having elements 1, 2, 5 and one set 3, 4. Means in a set, if one set is given, so that set is nothing but element of the given set. Understood? So this 3, 4 is not a subset of A. Getting? So this statement is not correct because 3, 4 is an element of A. Getting? Next, 3, 4 belongs to A. Yes, it is correct because now only I have told that 3, 4, set 3, 4 is there in set. So it will be element of A. Okay, so this statement is correct. Getting? Next one, set. In set, one more set is there, 3, 4 is a subset of A. Now student, if any set having elements A, B, C, then that elements, if we are writing that elements in the form of set, for example singleton A, and the original set is having elements A, B, C, then the singleton A will be the subset of that set. So here also, if 3, 4, set 3, 4 is element of the set, then if we are writing that element in a set form, that is in a curly braces if we are writing, then that set will be the subset of the set. Okay, so here 3, 4 is the element of A, and this element we are writing in a set form. So clearly it will be the subset of A. So this statement is correct. Any doubt? Now, 1 belongs to A. One element is there in set A, so that element belongs to A. It is also correct. Okay, next, 1 is subset of A. See student, when we are writing any set, that set we should write in the form of curly braces only. If the elements we have to write in set form, we are writing that elements in curly braces. So 1 is the element of A, and if we are writing in curly bracket 1, so that will be the subset of A. So how only 1 will be the subset of A? So this statement is not correct. Okay, so which will be the subset then? Curly bracket 1 will be the subset of A. Understood? Now the sixth question, set having elements 1, 2, 5 is a subset of A. See student, when we are taking any subset of the original set, then that subset should be the element of the power set. Understood? So here set A having elements 1, 2, 5. Okay, so the set containing the element 1, 2, 5 is a member of a power set of A. So clearly this will be subset of A. So the set having elements 1, 2, 5 is a subset of A. So this is correct statement. Now we'll take 7th question. Set having elements 1, 2, 5 is element of A. Now only we have seen that set having elements 1, 2, 5 is a subset of A. How the subset can be element of the set then? Okay, so 1, 2, 5, set having element 1, 2, 5 is not a element of the set. So this is not correct statement. Okay, why? Because if a subset of the original set is there, then subset is the element of power set, not of the original set. Okay. 7th question, set having elements 1, 2, 3 is subset of A. Students, in set A, only 1, 2, 5 elements are there, and one more set is there having elements 3 and 4. So how we can take that element 3, a set having element 3 from this set, and this will be the subset of A. So this is not a correct statement, because in set A, 3, 4, set having element 3, 4 is an element of A. 3 is not an element of A. Getting? 1 and 2 is there, but 3 is not an element of A. So we cannot take this set as a subset of A. So this is not correct statement. Okay. 9th one, 5 belongs to A. Students, empty set is the subset of all sets. it doesn't mean that empty set is there in set A. Empty set is is an element of power set of A. Empty set is not there in set. So we cannot write empty set belongs to set A. So this is also not correct, or we can say incorrect statement, because empty set is a subset of A. Now in 10th question they have given already empty set is subset of A. Already we have studied some results. In that we have seen empty set, null set, or phi you can say, that is the subset of all sets. So why it is not of A? Okay, so this is correct statement. Okay, then in a curly braces, empty set is a subset of A. Students, if empty set is not there in set A, how we can write that empty set in a set form will be the subset of A? If this statement is not true, if it is not correct, how this statement will be correct statement? This empty set, only empty set is a member of power set. Get it? It is a member of power set, that's why it is a subset of A. In a set A, empty set is not there. Okay, that's why in curly bracket phi will not be subset of A. Understood? Any doubt is there? Okay, so here we have seen all 11 statements. I have explained this all. So now you got the idea which one is the subset, which one is the element, which one is a member of power set. The elements, those are the members of power set. That elements or that sets are subsets of the original sets. Understood?